Yo. Yo.
You awake yet?
Yeah, I'm up. But this ain't my studio. Where am I?
You're in the dormitory. The academy keeps a few spare rooms. You were asleep in the rehearsal hall last night.
Rehearsal hall? I don't even go here. How did I end up in your room?
You looked exhausted. You awake yet?
I'm 2 days into this.
This is GD Vegeta. Like most characters in this mod, GD Vegeta has a bunch of unique outfits, with the Saiyan armor being my favorite. While casually testing the mod, I was playing as GD Vegeta and decided to go into Super Saiyan 4. I get the Z outfit. It didn't default to GD Vegeta's jeans. Curious, I mess around with GD Vegeta's and GD Goku's outfit. Your choice, Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Never even imagined this combo in my head, but it looks good. There seems to be quite a bit of extra love put into GT characters. What makes me say that? Android 17, the supposedly unbeatable entity when he muses with himself, according to himself. Nobody can beat me when I'm Super 17. Like in most games he appears in, Super 17 in Infinite World, and by extension, Budokai 4 has an energy absorption ability. He absorbs all key-based attacks and adds that energy to his own. Nothing groundbreaking, right? We've seen that before. Well, watch this. Super 17 in Budokai 4 works.
Hey, I was on 2K this weekend. Didn't see you online. Man, my back's killing me. When's the last time you did yard work?
So that's what a monkey wrench is for.
Hey, how was the anniversary party last weekend?
Good to see you too. My parents had their 40th celebration of marriage.
That's a lot of decades. Hey, your parents got married the same year.
I want to know about the eggs, though.
Oh, definitely. Well, we got Beatrice. She's got the darkest color egg.
Girl, your nails are gorgeous.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Me, my mom, and my
Neptune! Yes, sir. And NBA2K26. This time we on the other side of things. Great again. They're great, again. Going to make you greater at some other time. Let's go attack the simmer real quick. Going to work on the other story. Maybe Westbrook with his brain. With his first brain. Man. Yeah.
The shooting guard position at 6 feet 7 inches, number 30, Garrett. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 8, Paul George. The forward, 6'6", number 9, All-Star Thompson. Center, 6'10", numero 0, Taylor Durant. At guard, 6'8", number 2, Young Clemson and Tampa, the lead, Bickerstaff. Catch your Detroit Pistons.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Shing in at the 5. And for the Pistons, they've got Karis LeVert, Star Thompson out there with Paul George. Then it's Duran, and it's Cunningham in at the point. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, BA, and it really goes to show the... unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And MP has made it known. For this recent stretch, he's been focused on getting his teammates more involved, distributing the load.
And so far, MP's been doing a good job matching what he set out to do. He wanted to rack up a lot of assists, and he's been doing that at an impressive rate. But in his mind, and maybe some critics as well, MP appears to have the potential to improve upon this moving forward.
And the dunk by Duran.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Here's Shea. Gets the three to fall. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Westbrook with the miss. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Now here's Thompson. Tight defense on him. Always a nice way to start. Takes his first one.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, BA. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's George, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Tough shot. I mean, Cunningham has great size at his position, which really helps him in the paint.
Here's Shea. Another Sacramento three. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And George gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. George has gotten his second bucket.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Sabonis with a screen on Duran. Pass to Levine. DeRozan outside. Sabonis with a screen on Duran. Now Levine. From the arc. 6 on the shot clock. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Here's LeVert. Sweet little floater.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Picked by Sabonis. Fires from deep. Shing can't get it to go. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Now here's Thompson. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Basket counts. Duran's got 6.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Connects from downtown. The Pistons leading. Outside to LeVert. Cunningham outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George passes to Thompson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
Malik Monk checked in for Sacramento. You know, RJ, the roster for the Kings shifting since last season's trade deadline, but still plenty of talent.
Yeah, in particular, the Fox for Levine trade has them stocked with wings. And if you look at the NBA Finals, both teams were loaded.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Shing, covered by Duran. Here's Levine for 3, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson wish I still had hops like that.
Here's Shing in the game against Cleveland. Very impressive. Here's Levine for three. Sinks the tray. Levine's got 12 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
On that ball, bro.
Especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thank you, B.A. Things are happening for Detroit in the Pistons front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility, with the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor. This team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Here's Shing. He's got 10. And another Sacramento 3. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
The Kings lead by 8. DeRozan, a screen on Duran. Throws it up high.
Hey.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Here's Duran. And no good. The dry spell continues. George with a steal. And they're on the run. He goes up. And the jam by George.
Right off.
Such a well-rounded player. George is equally dangerous in the half court and in transition.
Sabonis with a screen on Duran. Here's Shing.
Hey.
And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6
Yeah,
now.
that shit.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
LeVert outside. They set the screen. Here's George. Rebound by the Kings. Shing's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter here. There's the double with Thompson. DeRozan finds some space. And another basket for Sacramento.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Going with a whole new group out there. Sacramento also making some changes. Jones, he's checked in for Sabonis. Ellis comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Schroeder in for DeMar DeRozan. Now here's Sasser. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask him.
Sasser with the ball. Covered by Schroeder. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer Stewart. Monk grabs the miss. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game
Money,
against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality.
Hey!
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Now here's Sasser. Pass to Holland. They need this. Jones grabs the board. The Kings lead by 15. Here's Shing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Shing's got 20.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Holland. The 3 is up. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Sacramento Kings looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach of the Kings.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Keon Ellis is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Jones in at the 4. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Shing can't get it to go.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
Pass to Houston. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Shing. Shing's got 9 rebounds now. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now here's Schroeder. Three-pointer. And another miss by Sacramento. Here's Sasser, covered by Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Stewart. It's rebounded by Shing. Shing's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the Worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025, and now they look to just keep on rising.
Back to Sasser. Here's the three. Rebound by Sacramento. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Here's Houston. No points yet. Stewart, right side. Detroit moving the ball around. Holland for three. It's rebounded by Shing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
From downtown, it falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Holland for three. It's rebounded by Shing. Shing's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. 11 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Shing's got 27 points.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Holland. Stewart's got space. Gets a very good look and converts.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shing gets the bucket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Stewart outside. Back to Sasser. Oh, deflected. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's Shing. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Even at this stage of his career, Westbrook is still a skilled playmaker in this league.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Sasser. Still without a bucket. Detroit calls timeout. Both teams changing it up here. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him. Westbrook against Cunningham. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Midway through the year, we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings. You look at Detroit, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings.
Well, I think for the Pistons, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedals.
And here's LeVert for three. Duran. Rebound by Sacramento.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Shing. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Now here's Cunningham. Here's Duran, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Duran's got 10 points in the game.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Shing. He's got 38. And he jams it home with authority.
Their offense is looking. Like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Stewart finds LeVert. Thompson outside. Stewart outside. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded. Sabonis. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 20-4 run. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Graham, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, B.A. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks. The report. 2 teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Greg, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, B.A., you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Westbrook. To the inside. Here's DeRozan. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Cunningham with the ball. His last outing, he had 24 points. And here's LeVert for 3. Fires in the triple. LeVert's got 5 points.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Here's Shing. He's got 42. From outside, off the mark. Inside, here's George. Perfect pass to set up the layup. Give him 8.
Ugh.
Yeah. There I go. I'm fucking. Said that Pistons game, man, they should take forever, man. Wish I was in the fucking playoffs. Wow.
George is great at finishing around the rim. We don't see that in a lot of leagues these days.
Pass to Shing. Over Duran. Thompson pulls it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And George with the jam.
I like when George finishes with authority, leaving no room for error.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
George, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
The chosen one, the pass to DeRozan.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
Take me through there. Take me through there.
And Detroit is shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. It's good. Duran's got 4 this quarter.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. And Sacramento making a change here. Levine's checked in. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Shing. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Green Irish, green.
Here's Cunningham. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 6.
My man!
Here's Shing. And another Sacramento 3.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Pass to LeVert. Got it. He has 7.
I had a thought like recently about the regular show. Like, you know that show Smile Friends? Or like Smiley Friends, whatever the fuck it's called? Bruh, regular show is like the PG version of that, bruh. Like a high key, like in an alternate universe, like that shit is dead as PG. Fact. Bro, like they got some crazy ass feats, bro. That nigga deadass creates plot armor in that universe. Yeah, I think I've seen this before.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Shing, covered by Duran. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And another Sacramento 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
We got this nigga on the powerful.
Sabonis against George for 3. And rebounded by Zach Levine.
Oh, yeah.
Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Here's Shea.
Oh,
another one falls.
And just like that, he's tied
Vice
the
City
record
drip
for
go.
most
Who on the
50-point
bench?
games.
This is a record I never thought would be matched.
Unbelievable
year from him.
When you look back at Wilt's 1962 season and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record matched.
And so it's Sacramento with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the game. Half-court shot.
90 ball.
And thinking about
it. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Shooting guard
Welcome.
time.
A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Sacramento Kings.
Your dribble's gonna be moving kind of different.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls. Love the activity.
95, God damn.
Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
I think PG-13 is going to be an outstanding addition. There isn't a team in the league that wouldn't be better off with this kind of two-way talent. High praise to the front office for getting the deal done and bringing a veteran superstar to their franchise.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And so here's Sacramento. They've got Cunningham, Jalen Duren out there with George. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Green.
Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
For 3, George. It's rebounded by Shing. Shing's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Again! What an avalanche! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
You can still make sure
they're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm not mistaken, I think Masha said silver. Oh yeah, hell yeah, I got silver, Poster Roger.
You love it. And
guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Cunningham outside. Shoots over Westbrook, and it's Cunningham missing. And the Kings shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
It all starts with the steal by LeVert. He timed that swipe just right.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T connected cam. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Sabonis with a screen on Duren. Here's Shing. The Pistons clear. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Cunningham against Westbrook.
Get out of here, nigga.
Thompson outside. And here's Cunningham outside. Rebound by Sacramento.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Westbrook from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Westbrook's got 6.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
George outside. Back to Cunningham. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Puts up a deep 3. Hits yet again. Wow!
He was doing the nay-nay, y'all.
He's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
That's a foul, bro. And then I get a foul.
Space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Detroit shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Stewart, he's checked in for George. Holland comes in for Thompson, and it's Houston in for LeVert. And Sacramento making a change here. The Pistons shooting a solid 47% on the court for Sacramento. They've got Malik Monk. Keon Ellis is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Shing in at the 5 down low. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Look at who's out there now for Sacramento. Jones, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Carter in for Russell Westbrook. Back to Duren. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Shing, covered by Duren. Here's Shing. 5 to shoot. Back to Carter from deep. And the Kings with another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now for an update on Marcus Sasser's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit provided some information. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
Allie, thanks for the report. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some fouls.
Well, that was clearly a foul. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Stewart. And Karis LeVert is subbed in for Houston. McDermott's checked in for Sacramento. The 3 from Thompson. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Shing, covered by Duren.
And then the ball. But this game is so fucking...
Pass to Cunningham.
Boy, 5th foul. Yeah, they're going to have to hide him on the defensive end from now on.
Completely new group for the Kings. George finds Cunningham. Back to George. And here's Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Duren, no good.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about one. If he is playing with 110% effort.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Pass to George. From outside the arc. And again, no good by Detroit. The Kings lead by 17. To win the drought. It's rebounded by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stripped away. Outside Levine. Here's Westbrook. Launches a 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Kings lead by 20.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it.
I don't got a foul.
And there's contact. And so it's the Kings winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
On a night that was hyped for all that was said pre-game, are you pleased with how things turned out? Especially outdiming the very person talking all that trash about you.
A lot of folks these days think life is what they see on their phones. They know a lot of that's fake, so they start being fake too. But a dog that's all bark and no bite is in a world of trouble when he finds himself in a real fight with a real dog. And that's what happened tonight.
Understood. Thanks.
that was hot.
Brian, back to you.
Hit him with the hush.
Okay, thank you, Dom. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I guess I'm still waiting for this shit to send the PlayStation be taking this stupid ass fucking time. There we go. Big Alexander. That boy Alexander. Big body Alexander. I won! Hey, he crossed the his ain't off that nigga. I ain't got the steal. Hold on. Hey! Yeah, that should have been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. So you did bop the fuck out that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Hush. That was wild. Mm-hmm. What's your speed? he said, let's do it.